Hey guys, and welcome to a new build review. Our today's build is a Bruiser build from the EuW servers with a win rate of 63% in 276 games. I wanna ask you guys something and give two disclaimers again. Don't worry guys, I'm still a Shaco main, but I wanted to expand my jungle champions a little bit more. I already play a lot of them in like normals and stuff, but I haven't really shown them on my channel at all because I feel like no one really wants to see that. So I'm gonna put a list of junglers that are interesting from some other lanes as well that I would like to play in if anyone would be interested in guides or reviews or just some random gameplay and so on. If there's any champion on there that interests you or just any champion overall, just write it in the comments below. I would really appreciate that. And again, don't worry, still a Shaco main. Now to the two disclaimers. First of all, again, I will give my opinion on a build, so if you think otherwise, disagree, and so on, write it in the comments below, but without being aggressive. Thank you very much. Second, I couldn't find any replayable replays or any videos on YouTube, so that's why I will blend in my gameplay in the background with the exact same build, masteries and runes. The build we're looking at today is completely different from the last ones. To start off, he either goes for a hunter's machete or a hunter's talisman. The reason for this could be that he just wants to be more healthy when going for talisman, but I feel like when stacking boxes right, you don't get any damage anyways. Now another reason could be that he's not going for warrior and going for hydra instantly, and then he gets more health back from the AoE because of the talisman. I would still go for machetes every time though. As I just mentioned, he instantly goes for Ravenous Hydra, which I'm not a fan of. I've been skipping Warriors 2 for some time and went for Time It instantly, but I didn't build out Ravenous because I don't think it's really worth it. After finishing, he either goes for Ninja Tabbies against AD or he gets Mercuries when against heavy CC or AP. Most of the time he follows up with a Black Cleaver, and sometimes when he's ahead and feeling extra spicy, I'm guessing he goes for a Trinity. I'm still twisted about Trinity, not quite sure if the mixed stats you get from Trinity are worth. I love the little passives like Sheen or Phage, but I kinda prefer raw damage a little bit more. I was building Bruiser for a long time before the mastery system was there, but now I'm at the point where I just feel like Assassin Shaco is the only way. But that's just my opinion, and of course I'm wrong with that. There's many ways of playing Shaco that work, and a lot of time it's just a player that make him work. And you shouldn't always listen to things you hear in these kind of videos. But yeah, I feel like it takes too long to get to the damage part of Hydra, and I feel like attack speed mixed in that and like getting the tanky parts of, I don't know, I just prefer getting the AD quicker. To Black Cleaver, I think it's a pretty stable item and it's nice to chase as well, of course, and chunk people down, but same here, I just prefer getting harder damage instead, but yeah, preference, I think. Let's now move over to his next item, which is 75% of the time more Moditus, even against no AP heavy teams. And if you've been watching me for a longer time, when Maw got buffed, I said exactly that in my guide. I said that the passive was so strong that it's not even that important, but I feel like it is kind of important and you shouldn't just buy it without, but I feel like it's not that bad either way. As a last item, he mostly just gets tank stuff like a Randuin's against AD and crit or a Spirit Visage against AP, obviously. I haven't seen him build Deadmans, but I feel like in a Bruiser build it's pretty nice with the extra speed, and also the passive proc of the Deadmans is also really nice. But the better combat stats and the slow make Randuin's really nice too. Now before we move over to masteries, runes and so on, I just wanted to say there's always like a big debate about Bruiser and Assassin Shaco, and a lot of times there come people on my stream and say like, what are you playing, you're not even healthy, you don't even have tank items. And I feel like a lot of these people watch Shakelone a lot, I feel like. And as already mentioned, there's just a ton of playstyle and you shouldn't really discriminate any of them. But for me and pretty much 75% of the Korean players at least, and pretty much all of the players that I have in my friends list, play Shaco the assassin way. And in my opinion, I just feel like he's not really a Bruiser type. He's not a good fighter. There's way better fighters than Shaco, and there's also way better tanks. He is fun in these kind of types as well, but I feel like in core he is an assassin, and that's what he does best. And in the late game, there's already AD carries, like Lucian for example, when he's like the same level of ahead of you. When you're Bruiser type, you can't really assassinate him and you're just gonna get kited. And for me, that's just the most annoying thing ever. And I feel like even with Assassin, I get better out of fights than with Bruiser, because I just burst someone and then get out. But with Bruiser, you normally need some more hits, and these more hits are kind of crucial, I feel like, because of the big CC and stuff a lot of champions provide. Alright, after this amazing unnecessary speech, let's move over to the masteries, and also give me your thoughts in the comments about that as well, please. But no question, it's just my opinion. But now move over to the masteries. This is probably first time in these build reviews that there's a change here. He actually goes for Strength of the Ages, which I'm not a fan of, because his early ganks are way worse. Thunderlords allows you to burst so much more, but for a Bruiser build, the tankiness does pay out later. So if that's your kind of playstyle, it's probably pretty good. But I feel like he's going for Hydra, so he does have time at early as well, and getting the Thunderlords proc easy with that is so nice, so I'm not quite sure about that. In Ferocity, he goes for Oppressor and Natural Talent over Vampirism as well. His runes are probably the most basic we had till now. He goes for the most standard set there is. 9 80 marks, 9 armor seals, 9 magic resist glyphs, and 3 attack speed quins. There's not much to say about it, it's just really standard and gives you the kind of Bruiser feel. Okay, that's pretty much all I have to say about this build. I already mentioned this is definitely not my playstyle, but tell me all your thoughts, as already said, in the comments below. Before we end it though, I want to mention that I stream pretty much every day in the evening, so if you want to swing by and maybe have a little chat while watching some gameplay, or you have something you want to discuss with me, I'm always open for that. I hope you're having an amazing day. See ya.